Hey everybody, I am back again with another little update. On this channel, I've done a lot of different content, and one of the first places that I started with was medical content and my own health journey. So I have a little update today. Today I went and got a Zio Patch. I don't know if you can see that. It is a heart monitor, and so I've been having some symptoms and some things. I checked out with the cardiologist and they signed me up to get this heart monitor, and it's just like a little patch that goes on my chest, and it's going to record everything my heart does for the next 2 weeks straight. So I kind of wanted to talk about that because sometimes if people are having heart stuff, it can be pretty scary, and I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of an update and talk about my experience with this. The patch itself is kind of like a non-issue. It's just a sticky patch. There's no like probes or anything that is invasive. It's just a sticker. I've had some monitors before in my life, so this is nothing new to me, although this is a new type for me. I've had the Holter monitors before where there's multiple leads and it's all kind of, you're like in a big spider web, but this is really nice and really compact. So, yeah, it just sticks to your chest like a big giant Band-Aid. But there are some rules about it and some things that happened when I went and got it put on. So I just got back from the appointment and it was super simple. It probably took 5 minutes. They check you in, you go in, and you get this thing they call a gateway. And it is kind of, I think, the brain of the machine, and it records everything that's going on. And so you have to keep this within 10 feet of yourself, of your monitor the whole time. And then there is an app, or they give you this paper like log book to log your symptoms. Like if you are feeling something like a skipped beat or a rhythm issue or shortness of breath or pain, you push this button. This thing right here in the middle is a button. You push that, it clicks, and it records that you are noticing something, and then hopefully it will correlate to something that it picks up on the EKG that it records. And if you push the button, then you're supposed to document what you were feeling. So in the book, it asks you what time and what date you pushed it, why did you push it, what were you having, symptoms, pain, fluttering, shortness of breath, etc. How long did it last, and then what were you doing when it happened. And there's also an app you can download for Apple or your Android that you can put all this stuff in digitally instead of handwriting it. So whichever makes most sense to you. So when I went to the appointment, I got called back. It was very short. Like I said, they just need to get access to your left kind of upper quadrant of your chest. She explained everything to me. She showed me what it looked like. And then you wipe your skin down with alcohol, and then she used this pad that she said feels kind of like sandpaper, and it does, but it's very mild. And it's just supposed to kind of roughen up your skin, kind of like how you sand something before you want to paint, so that it sticks really well. It gets rid of any dead skin and just makes this stick, the adhesion, really well. So that was a little but it was not a big deal. And then alcohol again to clean that stuff off. Then she sticks the patch on, and you push the button once to activate it, or maybe the person running it will do it. But I did it so that I could feel what the button felt like, just to know how much to push it. And then that was it. She was like, do you have any questions? And that's pretty much it. It was pretty easy. I don't love the idea of having to have this at all, but it's something I've dealt with kind of all of my life, and I just kind of need an update for myself. But the other cool thing about this is that it's all very kind of DIY once you get it put on. I know that I've even seen videos of some people where they get it mailed to them and they do it themselves. But this thing, this gateway, has a return addressed, pre-addressed like thing inside of it. So you just you peel the sticker off. Theoretically, I haven't done it yet. You peel the sticker off, you put it in here, and you put this all in this pouch and just stick it in the mail. So you don't have to go back to the doctor or do anything like that. It's all very self-contained, which is nice. When you get the app or you get the booklet, it also will give you information about how to wear it. So you're not supposed to get it wet. You can shower like with your back to it, just kind of get it wet as little as possible. No swimming, no submerging, no heavy exercise where you're going to sweat a lot, no saunas, nothing where you're really going to get your skin really wet. It says you can fly with it. I'm not planning to fly anytime soon, but it does say that you can fly with it. There's like an airplane mode that you can do. If it falls off, you can try to re-stick it with Band-Aids or other adhesive tape, or if it's really bad, they'll send you a new one, apparently. You have to make sure that your gateway is always working. If you get it outside of 10 feet, it will still record and like save the data. And once you come back in range, it will update, but it might take a little while. It might be delayed. So you're supposed to keep it close to you. It has a cute little belt buckle if you want to attach it to you so you don't lose it. So that's really the update for now. I just got it put on. Not looking forward to having to push the button or anything, but at least it's there and I'll hopefully get some new information about what's going on with me. But not something to be concerned about yet. I will see how I deal with the adhesive and the sticky and if that irritates my skin. But I've had, with my surgery videos, I've had tape and stuff before, and I think I do pretty well with it. So hopefully it stays like that. But yeah, I'm just supposed to leave it on for 2 weeks and then send it back in, and then we'll get results from there. But anyway, if you have to get a Zio patch, I don't think it's something that you should be too concerned about. Maybe if you have trouble with adhesives and medical tape and stuff like that, that might be an issue. I realized my video wasn't showing everything that last time, but so here's a close-up, a little bit better view of it. It's just sticks here on my chest, left-hand side. These are the two main electrodes that'll record, I believe, and then the buttons here in the middle, and that's it. Pretty easy to cover up if I need to, or whatever. Wear a t-shirt. It comes up right under my collarbone, basically. All right, everybody, I'm back. It has been 2 weeks, and I've been wearing my Zio Patch cardiac monitor, and it's time to take it off and send it back. Over the last 2 weeks, I have had to use it. I've had to push the button. It has not caused me any trouble. I mean, you can see it's been on. It's not the prettiest anymore, but it's time to take it off and send it back. I really didn't have any issues with it throughout the time. It was a little itchy sometimes, but I never had any reactions. We'll see what happens when I peel it off. It was kind of nice. Like, it felt, I know it wasn't doing anything, but it felt okay to have it there and like push the button when I needed to. Like, it was hopefully proof that something's happening, and it kind of felt safe to have it there. But anyway, I was gonna take it off and send it back. I use the app to record everything, so it was really easy. Every time you just like log in, I have it saved on my phone. That was pretty quick. So I would push the button and then I would get on my phone, and you can type what sensation you're having. You can even like type it in if it doesn't really fit one of the pre-made options. And then you type how long your symptoms last. And that's really it. And then you just hit save and it stores it in there. And then you can kind of correlate what you were feeling, and you put what you were doing at the time. Anyway, I'm going to take it off and we're going to pack it up and we're going to send it back, and we're going to see what they say in a little bit. It comes, you get this thing called the gateway, like I said before, and it comes with this extra packet inside of it, and it has what's called the adhesive tape remover. So I'm going to try this first. It doesn't say what it is, like if it's alcohol or what, but we're going to try this, and then we'll see how it goes, and then we'll get it cleaned up. And that's been my 14 days, so they want it back. We'll see how well this comes off. There are instructions about how to do it. It said to lift like from the middle. Yeah, it's really on there good. But it's coming. Oh, it's coming. Sorry if this is gross, but so I'll be a little bit red, but this I think has, well, it may just have been the gel from like the patch itself. Anyway, I'll be back when this is all off. Okay, so here's what it looks like. There's 2 little electrodes on there. It kind of feels like if you've ever had like a hydrocolloid patch for like wound healing or for like zip patches. It's kind of jelly and gummy like that. But anyway, that's done. This is my skin. I'll have to clean that up a little bit, but this actually worked. So use this little thing that comes with, I think it's kind of like, I don't know, it feels a little greasy. So it's not just alcohol. But anyway, that'll be nice to get clean. You take this, open it up, you put it in here, and you take it back. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. And then it comes with this little envelope. I think I showed you before, but inside this is an envelope. You pack it up, and then you put it inside. Ta-da. And that is it. I think you can just put it in the mailbox, but I may take it to, well, it says U.S. Postal Service. So yeah, you just put it in the mailbox. There is a form inside here that you're supposed to sign, like a consent form for insurance. There's a survey. This is the instructions, and this is like if you chose not to use the app, you could document your symptoms and things in here. The app was super easy. So I just did that because it was faster and I always had my phone with me and didn't have to worry about carrying anything extra. I think everything worked. I could see after I pushed the button, it you know, you have to refresh a little bit and then it will show up in the app so it would correlate. You could push the button and then it would match with your symptoms. So they were right next to each other. So yeah, I've had other like Holter monitors with the wires and you have to wear the PAT thing on your side. This was a lot easier. It wasn't as invasive or intrusive or things sticking out everywhere. So yeah, I'm curious to see what it said. Obviously, I don't know if anything is severe enough to warrant anything, but it'd be nice to know what it is I'm feeling and why and what we can do about it. So yeah, I'm gonna get this packed up and put in the mail, and that's that for the IRhythm Zio Patch. And the other thing about this that was nice was that sometimes I forgot it. The first couple days I was really good. I had it like in my pocket all the time, but you can, you know, I left it at home, ran an errand and came back and it was still connected. It would take a little while to kind of update, but you don't have to have it on you at all times. I'm not sure what it says. Ideally, the gateway is within 10 feet of your body and in front of your body to record and to be connected. It says, do not place the gateway within 6 feet of transmitting devices such as wireless routers, baby monitors, TV senders, and transmitters. These devices may cause interference. But I don't think I got any of that because I could see it on the app, like it had recorded. So hopefully it recorded correctly. Yeah, so it operates, I think, off of a wireless, like a cell phone signal. If you don't have your gateway near you, or if it doesn't have signal, it'll still store the data until it comes back into signal. I guess I'm done with that. So hopefully if you have to wear this patch, you can learn that it's not so terrible. My skin is still kind of irritated, but I did just peel off a lot of sticky. So that is where we're at. Hopefully that goes away pretty soon. Yeah, anyway, hopefully that was information for you. For me, it was pretty non-invasive, non-issue. I did have to be careful, and it kind of depends on your own personal preference of what clothes I wore. If I didn't want people to see it or to ask me about it, I needed to wear a t-shirt or something with kind of a high neckline. You know, V-necks or even like wider boat neck shirts would show. So there were a couple times I just wanted to be more conscientious about that because I didn't want to have people have to talk about it. But so just you have to think about what you wear. You know, obviously turtlenecks and high neck shirts are going to be good, or like a jacket you can cover up. Not that it's anything to be embarrassed about, but sometimes you just don't want to have the conversation necessarily with strangers or with, you know, people staring. So that would be my one tip, is just to you know, pay attention to what you're wearing if that matters to you. But thanks for watching. I hope this helped. I hope this maybe relieves some fears. It was not anything problematic for me. So hopefully you will get through it too. And hopefully you are happy and healthy and everything turns out well. So thanks so much for watching, and be sure to hit like and subscribe. I know I've covered a lot of different medical topics on this channel that have happened to me. So if that's interesting to you, or just moving on with life and all the other family and lifestyle content we have on here, that would be great if you would hit subscribe. And I'll see you again real soon with some more content, more videos. Thanks. Bye.